Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Glad to finally escape the heat. It's 23 here, so it's pretty warm. Um, last day of Walton week, I thought that I would, and because of what I was learning in social, I thought I should do a video of the Waltons on this. So, those of you who know, I'm 16, I'm in grade 11, so in Canada and Alberta. In grade 11, you get to learn about ultranationalism, so you get to learn about World War I, World War II, and the Holocaust. And because the Waltons takes place during the Great Depression and World War II, it takes place during the Holocaust. And we do see that it does affect the people in the Waltons. In season 1, I don't remember the episode, but we see a Jewish family come and to escape the Holocaust and the persecution of the Jews in Germany, and they feel that maybe they will be treated the same way as they were in Germany. And we see quite a few times. We see how Hitler does affect them in that season, in the season 5 episode, The Firestorm. And I'm not sure what episode it is, but in one episode in season 7, Jason brings his friend Corporal Lipinski home, and Corporal Lipinski doesn't want people to know he's Jewish because he kind of feels that maybe people will kind of feel like a different way towards him just because of what's been happening in Germany. And this is also when we first found out extermination camps happened. Now, for those of you who don't know, well, I mean, you might, but Hitler actually decided to keep the extermination camps separate, so that people just seemed like Jews disappearing, and that they were maybe deporting them, not actually exterminating them. But this is a very real and very, 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 very sad and horrible thing to happen. The fact that people can treat human beings like animals, the way we treat animals, put them in a cage and kill them just for no reason, it makes me sick, it makes me sad, it makes me very, very, very angry. And racism is something that is very, very real, and it's going to happen no matter what. Making people feel less than human isn't right, and we think, people in Canada, we think, racism never happened in Canada. Racism did happen in Canada. First Nations, we treated First Nations very, very, very badly. World War II broke out. We put people of Ukrainian, Japanese, and Italian descent in internment camps because we were afraid that they would come and they would maybe start a war, like an uprising in Canada, but they didn't because of what we did. The African Americans were treated so very poorly by Europeans. And the Waltons and Little House on the Prairie, they cover very, very, very dark and deep subjects. The Waltons cover racism, well, so does Little House on the Prairie. They cover racism, they cover anti-Semitism a lot on both those shows. And it's something that is still very, very real, and that's why and lots of people, they turn a cheek to it and they're like, okay, well, whatever. And sometimes people kind of treat them badly. They're like, oh, sure. And there's the whole Rwanda genocide thing. They're like, oh, sure, you were mistreated. You were dehumanized. You were treated less than human. You've had racial stuff happen to you. Boo-hoo. Too bad. It's over. Get back up. But saying sorry to this stuff isn't enough, and it's happened in the Waltons. Of course, we also see World War II stuff because Hitler, his main goal was to get the country to war. He did that. And then the Waltons are like, well, the Waltons, but like, the rest of the world was like, this is not right, Hitler. I'm sorry. You're not doing the right thing. We're gonna try and destroy you. And they did. And I'm very, very, very glad. I will never be the same. Like, when I thought about the Holocaust, I just thought, like, okay. It didn't make me really feel anything. I was I was numb to it like the rest of us. I didn't feel anything. And then in social class, I was just sitting there. And I was almost crying. I'm almost crying now because of how unfairly and unjustly they were treated. And someone who's Christian and loves God knows that God made humans to be loved and everything, so I should treat humans like they want to be treated and not like the way they've been treated in the past. So, if you are watching this, please help me set up for racism and everything. Start a hashtag down below, racism no more. So, give this video a like, comment down below, hashtag racism no more. And be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for next week. How to Train Dragon Week. Very, very excited. Have some very exciting stuff coming. And like I said, help put a stand up against racism and dehumanizing. Use that hashtag stop racism. Alright, see you.